set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Max Crosby, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Here's the Raiders punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Derrick Henry. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Night Train Lane.
And the Commanders are going to take... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taking it about the 1. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road. Don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Cunningham looking to throw. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up second down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. On first down, it's Cunningham. On the move to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Cunningham to throw. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. Got him in. It's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the complete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for what?
A top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First and 10, McNair. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now McNair. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On second down, McNair. A swing pass here to Edwards. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They begin with Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Peyton up the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Tries for Rice, intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. Down to the 41.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We're scoreless after 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now a give, it's Peyton. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. For Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Hurts will throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right.
He's going deep for Brown.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Here in half number 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the give, here comes Peyton. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. To 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the run, it's Peyton. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They run again with Peyton. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of
And this time he is in. Yes. Walter Payton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 57 yards. And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run now with Peyton, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Running it here with Peyton. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th down. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Peyton. 98 yards on the ground for him so far. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Vick's throw here into the hands of Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Second down and a run by Robinson. They'll get about 7 to the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Rodgers again now. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, here's Henry. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Patterson to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On second down, a run with Patterson. Dancing away at the 35. And some space here. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 75 yards. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Again, Patterson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They'll run with Patterson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24. 152 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Vick. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. A partner, they'd already intercepted him. That time he was trying to extend the play, getting outside the pocket. A costly interception as it's returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, it felt to me like he was trying to do just a bit too much on that play, and you and I both know from experience in watching. Sometimes it's better to take the sack or maybe run for a short gain rather than force a risky throw. He tried it, did not work out well for him at all.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to it after the pick six. Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Inside handoff, Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Washington. Here comes Tony on the return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running the counter, Patterson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Third down, here's Patterson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 197 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 29. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Bobby Brown on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Give to Patterson running to the right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
touchdown Falcons! George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone.
for the nice catch.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A right side run with Patterson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Patterson again. The flat. Touchdown! George Kittle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a give to Patterson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. They'll run with Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he is good.
All the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Forward to this one all week, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Play action. It's Newton. Out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, going back to Patterson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. 51 yards. And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
They fake the give. Newton. Throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Patterson running between the tackles. They find some open field here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 42 yards. And the Black Knights have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Patterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Newton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 95 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Buying time to his left. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
And that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. To the left side and caught by Hester. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. He's going to let it go again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points? My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Running right, here's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? You're going to get ready to tee up the quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. You have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 32 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that